Singapore holds a double reputation. On one hand, it's an immaculate, futuristic utopia. On the other, an aggressively expensive playground for the global elite. If you're planning a trip here, you face a specific dilemma. How do you experience the world-class architecture and diverse culture without draining your travel fund? This chart shows the average daily land costs for a traveler in the city. You can spend $75 a day on a budget trek, $260 mid-range, or easily clear $445 a day for luxury. That massive gap is driven by the city's unique infrastructure. Singapore operates on parallel tracks, offering different tiers of travel within the exact same blocks. Because the public transit network is world-class and the neighborhood food centers are subsidized, you can technically bypass the premium tourist markups entirely. Finding the best value here requires looking at these price points as more than just costs. It's about calculating the return on your time and where that investment actually leads you. Where you decide to sleep is the single largest factor in your daily budget. The luxury input is booking a resort right on Marina Bay or out on Sentosa Island. You get unmatched views or immediate beach access, but it costs anywhere from $400 to over $900 a night. It also physically isolates you from most authentic local life. The optimizer's input is basing the trip in heritage districts like Bugis, Kampong Glam, or Little India. You get immediate access to cheap street food and the MRT for a fraction of the cost, though reaching the iconic waterfront will require a 20-minute commute. These districts offer a different type of scale. Look at the traditional shop houses in Little India. This is a vibrant, walkable heritage environment that stands in direct contrast to the more sterile resort zones. Choosing these cultural cores trades doorstep beaches for immediate, highly efficient immersion. In Singapore, the most extreme budget arbitrage happens when it's time to eat. On the standard restaurant track, expect to pay $30 to $60 a meal, buy beers taxed at $15 a pint, and sit in a generic air-conditioned dining room. Or you can take the Hawker Center track. This gives you access to Michelin-recognized culturally diverse dishes for only $3.50 to $7. This street food isn't just a budget alternative, it is the authentic culinary heartbeat of the city. As this historical photo shows, these stalls have been the social and nutritional center of Singaporean life for generations. The physical trade-offs are real. You have to navigate chaotic seating, eat without air conditioning, and handle your own service. Paying premium prices for food here often buys you a less authentic experience. In this city, those minor discomforts at the Hawker Center are the ultimate ROI hack. If you only have 2 to 4 days, your itinerary usually forces a showdown between two massive zones, Sentosa and Marina Bay. Sentosa Island is a high-density, structured investment. It's where you'll find Universal Studios and the major aquariums. The trade-offs are a high daily spend of up to $300 per person and a manufactured theme park environment. Marina Bay is the precinct for futuristic architecture, the Art Science Museum, and the massive indoor garden conservatories. The paid track here costs about $26 per conservatory, and the afternoon heat on the concrete can be brutal. However, you can hack Marina Bay by utilizing the outdoor Super Tree Grove walks and the 8 p.m. light show for free. This chart plots attraction costs against their actual impact. Notice that the Sky Park observation deck plots very high on cost, but only moderate on cultural impact. Compare that to the free Super Tree light show. Cost drops to zero, while impact pushes to the maximum. Marina Bay offers scalable value that you can adjust to your budget. Sentosa, by contrast, requires a strict, unavoidable luxury buy-in. The night safari is another premium ticket that requires a specific strategy to be worth the price. The default trap is relying on the primary tram ride to see the park. That usually leads to massive queues, limited viewing time per animal, and no access to the deeper parts of the park. The optimized move is booking the earliest entry and immediately walking the 4 pedestrian trails before ever boarding the tram. Choosing the trails trades a crowd for a private walk through the forest. It keeps the focus entirely on the animals rather than the queue. You will exert yourself in extreme humidity, which means you have to come prepared with water and handheld fans. Skipping that main line replaces a passive group ride with a quiet, self-paced walk, turning a standard tour into a much more personal encounter with the park. The best return on your investment depends entirely on your specific constraints, your budget, your time, and your travel companions. For the family vacationer, the priority is low-friction and structured entertainment. The ideal itinerary for this profile checks the boxes for a Sentosa resort, the theme parks, and the tram ride. You are accepting a mid-range cost of over $1,400 in exchange for child-friendly convenience. The Culture and Budget Optimizer prioritizes authentic immersion and financial efficiency. The Optimizer scorecard looks different, staying in Kampong Glam, eating exclusively at hawker centers, and sticking to the free Marina Bay shows. You'll do more walking, but you can keep the daily spend under $100. Finally, the 48-hour stopover traveler needs maximum visual impact in minimal time. This scorecard prioritizes the Jewel Rain Vortex and a quick Marina Bay walk, while crossing out the deep cultural districts and Sentosa entirely. This trades nuance for supreme time efficiency. Singapore only destroys your budget if you default to curated, walled garden experiences. By matching your spending to your actual travel priorities, you get to see the city as it really is, entirely on your own terms.